Now, for more on the economic ties between China and the US, we're joined by Sunny Wang, General Manager of Broad USA. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, Sunny, as an executive of a Chinese company operating in the US, how do you feel about the current business environment?
In general, as the largest economy and the most developed country of the world, I feel quite positive about the US business environment. It's more long-term reliable and more business-friendly. All the players in the market are committed to the business code of conduct and also the business integrity. So that's why we set our business here 20 years ago. We like to learn the innovation capacity and also the professional in the fields of service.
Right. Now, certainly a lot has changed, obviously, in the last 20 years, and a lot has changed with the administrations, with the incoming Trump administration. So what has been the biggest difference with this new Trump administration when it comes to the business environment?
Well, frankly speaking, when the administration changed, and I felt a little bit a feeling mingled with hope and joy, and also the fear. We are a little bit concerned about the policies of the new government, especially the proposed two policies on the Trump's president's agenda, which is leverage the tariffs of the products importing from China, and also kind of the facilitating Buy American, Hire American policy, which will have a huge influence on our operation in the U.S. market. But not all the policies are the concern. New governments try to advocating the expenditure on the infrastructure, which I believe will be the positive news for all involved parts, including Chinese enterprises.
Now, how are you changing or adapting your strategies as the result of some of the new policies?
Actually, we definitely encouraged by the result which achieved after the first meeting of the two leaders summit in this April. So we encouraged by this, we feel optimistic and confident about the future in next 3 to 5 years. So that's why we, for example, we recently has worked with a U.S. well-recognized manufacturer and to jointly apply the eco-partnership program. And we jointly launched the program for the research of the pre-engineering and also for the demo projects in both sides.
And we certainly saw a very friendly meeting at Mar-a-Lago, and one of the fruits of that was this 100-day action plan. What's your take on the amount of progress that we've seen on that front? Actually,
100-day plan looks like a new start point for a bilateral relationship, and is injected a kind of the certainty for the U.S. and China economic and trade relationship. And after a long period of guessing and speculation of each other. So I think it's very positive from all walks of the lives of the society.
Now, we also had the CEOs of China and of the US really sitting down and talking together. Why is that important to have that face-to-face interaction with these two business communities?
Actually, I attended this morning the event in welcoming of the Chinese delegates led by the Vice Premier Wang Yang. And during his speech, he mentioned one thing, that the U.S. and China relationship is driven not by government, it's by the people-to-people, especially business communities. It's a marketing-driven. So I think for the business communities, they like to make a deal instead of the break a deal. So they are the problem-oriented, they are very realistic. I think they are like to see the positive sides of the things. So that's why I think they has a very interactive contact and dialogue.
So then, in terms of the suggestions that you have for Chinese companies who want to expand into the US, what would you tell them?
Oh, many things, but the top two things. First, do some preparation before you setting up your feet in the U.S. market, and to get more intelligence in the market, legal services. And second, when you do as Romans do, try to localize your operation in U.S. market, hire the local staff, utilize your local service chains and service providers.
Certainly, research is key. Thank you so much to Sunny Wang, General Manager at Broad USA.